How many of you have seen videos like this?
Are you mad? 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 You slapped me! You assault me! You assault me!
There are too many videos about police brutality on the internet, and today I'm at the FCT State Command to interview the Public Relations Officer, SP Josephine. What is the police force doing about this? What about the issue of one chance? How many of you have seen those videos of people crying that they were robbed in taxis in Abuja? It is high time we have this conversation. Some of you do not even know your rights. Some of you do not understand the position of police in the society. If you are asked to come to the police station, what do? Do you go alone? Do you go with your lawyer, or do you run away? We'll be having a very long conversation with Josephine today, so please come with me. Let's do this interview together.
The issue of one chance is menace in FCT is part of the security challenges we are facing. They told us why they target women and at what point they pick women. Women are always distracted with their phones, so they don't really look well to board a vehicle.
Someone who is a criminal is arrested by the police, and before you know it, they are released. Why do these things happen?
A policeman will never release a criminal, so I think that is a judicial aspect that should be looked into. Police don't just arrest. People call it an arrest. When they invite you, you don't come. So in a situation where you are refusing to come, it means that there is something you're hiding.
A lot of young people do not like Nigerian police officers because of the videos we see on social media of police brutality. What do you have to say about this? The issue of police brutality is something that has been for so many years now, and almost we've not really seen significant progress in addressing police brutality from the Nigerian police force. What is the Nigerian police force doing about this?
Well, the Nigerian police force condemns any form of brutality against members of the public. And as well, we are always lecturing our men. And we've gone ahead to also train them on how to be more civil and friendly with members of the public from what we have seen, as you said, on social media. And also the Inspector General of Police has also created the complaint response unit in all police command. Usually we have that complaint response unit only in Force Headquarters, that is the office of the Inspector General of Police, where you can now send your complaint against police misconduct through via their email and other this thing. But because of the outcry of members of the public and video flying here and there, the Inspector General of Police graciously created all the whole 36 states, including FCT. He created a CRU headed by the public relations officers to head that CRU unit and to monitor all this and ensure that most police officers are behaving more professional, and any of their misconducts, we discipline them, we get them, and then we act on it. So with that, I think we're getting there, because if you check the trend, you discover that how it used to be, it's not like that. All the videos we see on social media, all the public relations officers try to identify most of these officers, and they take some disciplinary actions. The ones that you've not seen anything, it's probably we've not seen it. So we are lecturing them, we are training them on how to be more civil. So I think they've started liking the police. Police is your friend.
Okay, I think a lot of young people disagree. Just this morning, I saw about 10 videos. So because I was going to interview you, I paid attention just watching one. And then the algorithm kept bringing several videos of police harassment, especially from Delta State and Edo State. Now, what is the procedure when a civilian experiences police brutality? What are those processes they have to go through to ensure that justice is taken?
Thank you. Before I answer that, I will quickly correct you. You said 10 videos. I disagree myself because in Delta State, just last week, there was one video that was flying around where policemen were counting money. And the next minute, I think the next day, the Delta State Police PRO put it out there again, and you are not seeing that one. That is when good news does not fly. The Delta State Police of PRO identified these people, paraded them, and as well informed members of the public of the disciplinary action that the Commissioner of Police took against those people. And there was another video again in Delta, as you said, some few months ago. Also, the Delta State PRO was able to get those boys, and the action taken was there. I want those videos to fly. Go back to what you were saying. The second question is when you find yourself in this kind of situation. Like I said, the Inspector General of Police created that CRU unit, and how this works is you should have the CRU numbers. All states have their own complaint numbers, or you can have the PRO's number saved on your phone, which the First Public Relations Officer, DCP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, released all our numbers, active numbers of recent is out there. You go to my page, you'll see it. You go to his page, you'll see it. It's out there. Get each and every PRO of your own states. If you are in Delta, get the PRO Delta's number and the CRU number, save on your phone. Once you come across these officers and it's looking like any form of misconduct or they are acting unprofessional, just call us. Call us and we get them. In FCT here, I will give you the number. Maybe you put it on your screen and call that number. Just try it and see. Even if it's a prank, play it and see how it acts. Last week, there's somebody that was also extorted by one of our traffic officers. The man called me direct and he said our men extorted him 80,000 naira. That he beat the traffic actually, but he doesn't want to be charged to court because they say they were charging him on mobile court. So we rather give them money, which he committed an offense, because you the giver, you are also committing an offense. Don't give them. Call us, the CRU or the PRO, and we will handle it. When he called me, I sent my team there. They met him right there, and he was one that was saying no, he wants to forgive them because him too has committed an offense. I said no. We have to discipline them. We have to take these people off the street. So try those numbers and see. That is the procedure or when you find yourself in this situation, this is what you do. Call the CRU or call the PRO.
All right, so if you are watching right now, the phone number is going to be displayed on the screen. Now, when you talked about Delta State, I wasn't just referring to Delta State alone. I'll give an example. Edafi Bright is the PRO officer. We had a conversation on Friday about it. He's doing really impressive, but unfortunately, sometimes, like you say, the videos don't fly. The videos that fly are mostly the ones where the police brutality is happening, but then videos of the police, solving the issue doesn't really go far. Do you understand? So that is another problem as well. So you've heard from her. Another issue that I would love to talk about right now is the issue of one chance. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you how many people I've had to interview in the last couple of months. There are so many experiences that, unfortunately, I had an interview section with somebody who lost his sister from that police, that one chance experience. What is the police force doing about this? Because this is a very serious issue.
Well, the issue of one chance is menace in FCT is part of the security challenges we are facing, and we the residents of FCT knows that it comes as a trend. It goes, they come back with different strategy. With different models of operation. So, and each time we study them, and we're doing our best to ensure that we get rid of this one chance robbers. Should I call them robbers, kidnappers? They are operating almost the same thing. So first and foremost, we always call on residents. and we put out security tips. Those security tips, like we earlier said about good news don't fly, we put out security tips because when we put out this security, how do you get to that conclusion is the statements, or let's say the experience some of these victims share with us, and then those one chance that we arrest, their confessional statement and what we have investigated and see, then we now start advising residents that don't do this, don't do that. One of the things we advise is boarding a vehicle on a lonely road, and unregistered vehicles, because mostly these are the vehicles that we have arrested them with. In FCT, we noticed last year, it was December, they came with a different trend. They were using clean vehicles with tinted, so they can even pass through police check without seeing. Not just police, they can pass through where there's crowd, but the victims cannot call for help because the vehicle is tinted. So if you notice, there was a time we placed a ban on the vehicles, tinted glass. It was because of these activities of one chance. So we are advising members of the public, take off your tinted, because we have created some surveillance team, not just to stop and search, because mostly they will avoid this checking points. So when we find out that we now advise members of the public, take off your tinted, so that one can see the occupants of the vehicle. So members of the public were complaining, but I trust FCT residents, they cooperated. So we now notice that they are targeting women. So we started advising women that you women, they told us why they target women and at what point they pick women. We started advising, giving out security tips that women are always distracted with their phones, so they don't really look well to board a vehicle. So we now advise them, put your phone in your pocket, ensure that you go to a park, identify parks where we have our own surveillance teams, and we're working with all these parks officials and all that, watching those who are not registered and all that. People will not listen. But when somebody comes in and now sit down in the comfort of his home and said, okay, areas not to go, one chance, Abuja is not safe, you see them sharing those videos. But when the PRO does our own video, giving you all these security tips, you not see them sharing it. By the time you share it, a lot of people get to know these are the things. I am sure we will avoid it. Yesterday night, as I was closing, I closed and I go around to check some of our men. Around Transcorp there, I saw one lady. She was alone and she was stopping vehicle. I said, at this time of the night, you're stopping vehicle? She said, yes, she wants to go to Papi. I said, and you are stopping a vehicle in this lonely road alone. What if you end up in a one chance vehicle? She said she doesn't have money to book an Uber. And I stopped there and I said, okay, let me book an Uber for you. But next time, stay in wherever you are by this time. This was around after 11. So that is risky. Avoid lonely roads, avoid unpainted taxi, and watch the occupants of the vehicle well before you board vehicles.
Wow, interesting. Thank you very much for your good work. Anyways, I think this is more of sensitization. What is the long-term solution to this menace? Because this is something that has traumatized so many people. People are no longer confident to use the public transport in FCT. We also have people who want to relocate to Abuja, but because of the videos they've been seeing on social media, they are scared to make that decision. What is the long-term plan from the government and from the police force?
I'm not going to give you all the things we are doing, all the strategies we are putting in place for security reasons, but I'll assure you that a lot is being done. We have surveillance team. We call them anti-one chance. You don't know them, we know them.
You call them what?
Anti-one chance units of the FCT Police Command. They are just for concentrating on this one chance. They are going about. We know the time. We identify those times that mostly cases of one chance is reported. So those times they are coming out. patrolling around, which that has helped us to make a lot of arrests. We have also some equipment that they have given us that when you report these cases, we usually track and pick them. And then we're doing a lot that I don't want to give out there, because this at one chance, it's a menace that is disturbing us. And so when we talk about things we are doing, they also change their strategy. So the Commissioner of Police, FCT, CP Ajao S. Adewale, is doing a lot with his team and with other sister security agencies to ensure that this one chance is off the street. And like I said, I'm not going to give all those tips, but we are doing, and we have our teams out there. And also we are registering of vehicles, because we have stopped people that have not registered their vehicle, and they are picking passengers. We are regulating their activities, and then we are ensuring that they are registered. If you want to, like when you want to use your private vehicle for all this as a commercial vehicle, you have to register. And then there are numbers that we are giving, and through these numbers we are tracking. Then we are working with also the park officials, so that they will not allow people to just pick up passengers. So we also deploy our men in the park. They are watching and monitoring their activities. Other things I will not give out there, because those are our strategies that we want to ensure that we keep everybody safe and end this one chance menace.
All right, thank you very much. You see, I think that the police force cannot do it alone, and that's why we are here to also make this interview section. But I'm thinking, who else is the police working with? I do not know all the government agencies that are concerned with sensitization and awareness. Who are those agencies that the police force is working with to create awareness about this?
Well, the police force is the one creating awareness, but in FCT, we work with all hands are on decks when it comes to all the security agencies. We work with the military, NSCDC, even the Air Force. When you see us going out on our operation, you will see right now Operation Sweep is ongoing. You will see the military, the vehicle there. You will see all of them, VIUs. They are all, it's combined. All the agencies, sisters agencies, will work together, as well as the locals, the traditional heads, the community, and people like you. Even the media, we're working with them. Okay. So the youths are there, we're working with them. They are cooperating. Everybody's hands is on deck. Security in FCT or anywhere else is everybody's business. So we are working with everybody. So I am advising and appealing to other members of the public who have any information or intelligence, share with the police first. Once you share with the police, and bring up your advisor as well, and we will definitely work with you as well. So anything that will bring safety within the FCT, we are open to it.
All right, thank you very much. Another thing I've noticed is that so many people are scared to go to the police station to report important cases because of some of the rumors we've heard that if you go to the police station, you'll be asked to pay a certain amount of money. And to be honest, I myself have had so many of these complaints from different people. What is the police doing about this?
That was police of then, not now. You don't give us information, we share it out. And I'm urging members of the public who are scared to share information with the police to please trust us. Trust us with that information. That one call, that one intelligence that you give us could save a lot of lives, and ensure that justice is served to somebody. So trust the police. FCT police, we always protect their sources. So we don't even need you to tell us your name, where you're calling from. Just give us the details, the detailed information. Even if it is not credible, we we will find out, we'll look into it, and if it is not credible, it's not a problem. If it is for the good of all. So I am appealing, like a form of appealing on behalf of the Commissioner of Police, to members of the public should always trust the police and ensure that the police will do what he's supposed to do.
Okay, another thing I want to talk about is that so many people do not know their rights. And a lot of people do not also know the limitations that Nigerian police officers have. We have scenarios where police officers will search vehicles, but then we also have lawyers who say police officers do not have rights to go through your phone, do not have right to search your car. So I would like you to educate the public. What are the limitations of the Nigerian police officers? What are things they cannot do and they should not do? And what are the rights of civilians? What right do civilians have?
Well,
that they do not know of. What right do civilians have that they do not know of? Sorry.
That's your question is tricky, and with the situation in the country and the way people don't trust the police, everybody knows his rights, and the police limitations. There are limitations to our job, but people expect the police to do a lot. And when it comes to the safety of human lives and property and all that, sometimes you don't look at the limitation, you look at the saving of that person's life first, the protection of that property first. So I will not be giving out limitations now, my brother. That will be another topic that we'll sit down and talk about it, because I don't want to be quoted wrongly. But the police have the right to search when a policeman, the police have the right to search. Even without warrant, there are some situations or scenarios where a policeman does not need a warrant to search a particular state. So don't mind those lawyers until they put you in trouble. That is when they will now know that they are always doing their job. They need to be paid and all that. So what I can say to conclude this is cooperate with the police. The police is your friend, and the police will not do anything that will harm you. So you need to cooperate with them. And if there's any allegation against you, the police will always tell you that there's a petition against you, there's this complaint against you, there's this. It's just for you to give your own side of the story, of the whole situation. And then if it is things that can be ironed out within you, fine. If it is not, that most of the investigation, we charge them to court until when somebody decide to withdraw the case. So limitations, yes, they are. Like issue of land issues, the Inspector General of Police have directed that we should not involve ourselves in civil and land matters. But there are situations where these civil matters looks like a kind of criminal matters, and you have to look at the criminal matters and the criminal side of the whole thing and handle it, and then leave the other side to the courts to take care of it. And there is a kind of civil matters that if the police don't come in immediately, we can lose life. So police job in Nigeria, it's broad. So I cannot just give limitation for now. Let's leave that for another day.
Okay, so I'm going to be having another interview section with her. But before we conclude, I have about 2 questions to ask. Number 1, I want to talk about issues where someone who is a criminal is arrested by the police, and before you know it, they are released. Why do these things happen? Because this is some of the reasons why people are scared to pursue justice, because they already can predict the outcome of it.
Well, a policeman will never release a criminal, but I understand where you're coming from, and there is these challenges that even the police are facing. When you arrest a criminal, you You charge them to court after proper investigation. You charge your suspects to court. We too, sometimes we see them back on the street. So I think that is a judicial aspect that should be looked into, because it doesn't pose as only the danger to the members of the public, is also a danger to us, the police officers, as well. Issue of let me just give an example. We have these scavengers and babambola. There was a time they were becoming very dangerous. They will boggle your house, steal almost everything. If you try to maybe fight them or stop them, they can stab you and all that. So we were raiding all these babambola, all these scavengers. We charge them to court. You see them back on the street again. There was a particular time the area commander Metro charged some scavengers to court. A particular one was charged like 3 times. And when he comes back, he will come to her, "Mama, I'm back." So you can see how dangerous that is. So I think that aspect is from the judicial aspect. They should look into it. Some of these criminals are to be put away for a very long time. Maybe the punishment is not severe. Maybe there's a fine, they go pay the fine and come back to the street. I don't know, but it's a problem even to us, and that should be looked into it.
And apparently everybody's going to blame police officers, but this is beyond their jurisdiction. This is what you're trying to say, right?
Yes. Like last week, again, I paraded a suspect of one chance. I had to do that because that particular suspect was paraded some time ago, the same one chance. And he was back. And when he saw me, I saw him, I was shocked. I said, "How did you come out?" He said he's on bail, that they release him in court on bail. And I said, "You came back to the same thing?" He said, "Yes." So that's what I'm saying.
Wow. I feel we need to have like a really long conversation about this. You see, now you're making me really curious. I wonder if you do receive, what's this thing called? Has anyone sued you because of your job? Because sometimes these criminals could go engage lawyers, and some of these lawyers might decide that what you did was not within the law. I don't know if your office has received maybe a legal suit, something like that.
Well, ever since I've been the PRO, I've not had that kind of we've not seen that kind of situation.
But does it happen?
Of course, it happens. When cases go to courts, those are the lawyers that has to do their job, and we all know that it depends on sometimes the judge needs more evidence and all that, and people can be malicious in some of these things. So I think yes, it happens, but during my time there is no particular incident, but I heard of some incidents, so I wouldn't be going deep into it because it didn't happen in my command, so I cannot really give details. But yes, it happens. Sometimes when you do your job, definitely you have to get your case file and everything done properly. So, and some lawyers are very malicious.
All right, just one last question before we conclude. A lot of people do not understand how arrests are done. When we have cases where people are invited to the police station, some of these people are scared to go for the invite. And how should civilians handle arrest? For example, I wake up in the morning and then I see police officers at my doorstep and they tell me, "Lucky, you are under arrest." What am I supposed to do in that situation? And how do I even tell that these people are real police officers? Do I give in, or do I tell them I will come on my accord?
Well, I like that you asked that question the way most residents sees it. Let me tell you, a policeman cannot just go to your house and arrest you. They usually invite you. if there's a petition or it is a walk-in complaint at the station, police at this the IPO will definitely call you, because you will collect the number and call you that there's a complaint against you. Can you come to the station? And they will give you time to come. In a situation where you don't come, the police will now look for other means of bringing you in. So I will use this opportunity to also advise residents that when the police invite you, it's not an arrest as you are saying, it's an invitation for you to come and explain your own side of the story. So in a situation where you are refusing to come, it means that there is something you're hiding. But definitely we must have to force you to come and give your own side of the story. And if you're coming, you can come with your lawyer or whoever you're comfortable with. It's not an arrest until when there is need for you to be arrested. So invitation is not an arrest. An invitation happens before an arrest happens. When you don't come, we have to go and arrest you.
We see so many cases. I'm not talking about FCT. And even in FCT, let's talk about the rural environments. You have an issue with somebody and the next thing, the person is getting the police to arrest you. This is what people say. I've never had to experience something like this, but when there's conflict, a misunderstanding, let's say between a landlord or a tenant, or between just two parties, the next thing they say, this person brought police to arrest me and they locked me up. So, why do these things happen? Even when within the law, it is not okay.
Well, like I said, the police don't just arrest until when you did not show up when they invite you. I'm still saying the same thing. When you don't come when the police invite you, definitely somebody, even the person is lying. This is an opportunity for you to come and now say your own side of the story. That if I said you did this and you did not, I'm going to bring a police officer. There's a DPO in that station that monitors the activities, supervises the activities of all his men. So when they invite you, just come. If you are not satisfied with what the IPO is doing, the office of the DPO is there. You walk in, sir, I think this DPO is compromising or he's not doing what he's supposed to do. And when you are not even satisfied with the DPO, you now have the CRU number, you now call the PRO. I am at so station. This is happening to me and I feel they are not giving me justice. I will call the DPO and now take up the case and find and investigate or even transfer it to CID, where the Deputy Commissioner of Police is there to handle. I'm sure the Deputy Commissioner of Police will give you justice. So police don't just arrest. People call it an arrest. When they invite you, you don't come. Always find out, verify. You will find out that the person telling you is not being honest with you. This is not always as what they are telling you. When you verify from the police, you now find out that I have so many people too, family members, friends that call me, I am here at the police just came to my door. Then when I start going into it, I'll find out that 3 days ago or 3 months, 4 months, they've been trying to reach you. You did not come until they track you to your own house. And that is when you are calling that police just show up. It's always not true that police just bump into you to arrest you. And then issue of landlord and all that is even a civil matter. It's a directive that we don't get involved in those kind of issues anyway. So, but when somebody's life is at stake, maybe the DPO may say, go and find out what is really happening. Maybe the person is blocking himself. Maybe the landlord is oppressing him or something. You find out that the police will just go. And when the police go, they now change it. Anything with the police, they always change the story anyway. But that is not usually the case.
All right. Thank you, Miss Josephine, for your time. Is it Miss or Mrs.? Miss Josephine, thank you so much. I really appreciate this session. I have so many things I would like us to do together. For example, when you said people could call to report police brutality, I would like a practical a practical display of what the process looks like. Do you understand? Something we can show. Hey guys, if you're experiencing police brutality, this is the number to call. So when you call, these are the questions you should expect, and this is how to answer it. Okay. And then we could also, is it possible to show certain things like, you said the PRO is in charge of that unit. So is it possible to show people what it looks like heading a unit like that? And then you see, when you mention IPO, DPO, SP, there are people who do not even know what these things mean. So I feel we should also create a different video entirely saying, okay, this is what, most of you at the end of IPO, this is what it means, and this is basically what they do. This is the DPO, this is what they do. Why I'm saying this is that I think that the world has made so much progress. We need to create a bridge between the police and people, especially using social media. People need to understand that police is truly your friend, just as we've always heard. So we need to create these friendly videos so they can understand. I don't know if that will be possible.
I'm open to anything that is that will is security wise, anything that is related to my job, anything that will showcase the Nigerian police force and what it's doing. I'm open to it. My door is open anytime you're ready. You come and I will take you around. I will show you how it works. Like I said, while we were discussing earlier, I told you that try those CRU, even if it is a prank. Try and see what we do there. And also, we do put out our achievement. We do put out all those police officers who are behaving unprofessional. All those videos we see on social media, all these things, please, you people should try and put it out so that others will know that, yes, the CRU is working, and your cries to the Inspector General of Police is being heard, and he has done something, and that thing is working. And if we are not working to the CRU, if we are not working, the PROs are not working, you can as well complain to the first PRO through any of his platform. The CRU first headquarters is there. This PRO is not responding, and definitely will correct that. We are not afraid of complaints or anything. You complain to us. If you complain to us, you are looking for solution. But when you start putting it out there, it doesn't look like you're you're looking for solution, because the solution is us and you are not telling us. Rather, you are putting it out there. So I think your intentions are not good, and that is where we have problems. So when you find out anything about the police, please reach out to us, and any support, any cooperation, we are open to it.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Josephine. Just as we're about to round this up, I just thought about something. A lot of people do not really understand the position of Nigerian police officers in the society, and I cannot imagine what people like you go through every day just to serve. Some of you work around the clock. You have to deal with so many cases. I can't even imagine how this must have affected you mentally, how this there's what we call compassion fatigue. You get to hear so many stories that you don't feel it anymore like the first time you ever heard of something like that. So how do you guys cope? What are those things Nigerian police officers go through that people don't know? I feel that we need to do a separate video showing it, that these guys are humans just putting on black uniform and ready to serve. So I'm going to bring like a list of things we could do together. We wouldn't want to take so much of your time and also bore people watching. Okay, so thank you so much for your valuable time. We really appreciate. I hope you guys enjoyed this section. Thanks for watching the Lucky Udo experience. The audio version of this interview is going to be uploaded on Spotify. So go to Spotify right now, search the Lucky Udo experience, and look out for our future uploads. Expect more videos from Miss Josephine in the future. Thank you very much. Let's say bye to the viewers. Bye.